back into it. You guys ready for a little, what are we, Wednesday night racing now? We got the Tuesday night local. Now we're going to go for the Wednesday night local. A little bit off their normal schedule. Everybody's getting ready for the national weekend coming up. Little Tykes running bikes down there, ready to go. It's going to get heated up real quick. Can't give enough shout-outs to the whole crew out here at Red River. Ready to go. Here we go. Little Tykes, Little Bikes, going to get it started up. Cohen, Everett, Brindley going to get fired off and running back down the line. Got these locked in on that top spot. We got no plate out front. That's all right. We'll figure it out. We'll get the numbers going on. 900 bike on the 2. Everett Graham, he'll get that 2 spot. As we come back through, almost got clipped on the way back around with the 909. Cohen will get the 3. So Morales will get the top spot locked in right there as they turn it back around, head back down there. Little Tykes running bikes, the 3-year-olds. We got the 1- and 2-year-olds locking in right now. Every once in a while you'll see a 1-year-old in there, man. I'll tell you what, it's good stuff when you see the little guys. Little Tykes running bikes, getting it going on. Natalie Dexter, Lakin. Hayes going to fire things off. Little Tykes running it down the straightaway right now. Natalie looking for a front line run. We'll see what goes on. See who's got the lock. Got the assist going up over the double going back to us. Lake and Swanson, coming back through. Got the 853. Dax or Finley will get the ace on that one as he comes back through. Looking for the 2. How about there's Lakin right there as they come back at us to get that 2 spot. Natalie, now they're going to crash up Derby style. It's all right as they come back down to it. Hey, Shaw will get the 4. Natalie will get a 3. We'll get it finished up. That's the first go around. They're thinking about it. They got their eye on the prize. They're thinking about those freezy pops when they're done. That's what it's all about with the Little Tykes, the running bikes. We'll take them back down there, get them locked in again for the second go around. Red River BMX. Hugo's Raceway, home of the Red River National, coming up here in just a couple of days. We'll have a good practice night going on tomorrow, as we'll see a bunch of the riders coming in from all over the place, from all over the country. They'll be coming in, probably out of country. We'll probably get it going international this weekend as well. I know there'll be some Canadians coming in. Place is looking good, all dressed up for the weekend, ready to go. Get the Little Tykes locked in down there for that second go around. Get the 3-year-olds back on deck. Morales, Graham, Lamory, going to get locked, loaded, ready for round 2. I guess Dan's not taking the night off tonight either. He's going to work it again. Here we go, back at us down there. Morales on the top spot, going to fire things off one more time. Brindley coming back through, going to go feet up towards the finish line as they come in hot with that one right there. Graham on that 2 spot. Bam, T-boned him. Coming back to the stripe. We'll go with the 909, Colin Lamory. Lamory going to fire it up and run it back down to us. It's all smiles coming back around. A little bit of a T-boner going on with that one as they collided at the stripe right there. We'll send them back to it for round number 3, and then they're coming for the ices, for the freezy pops as they get things locked in for round number 2. On the 1- and 2-year-olds, Poley, Finley, Swanson, Shaw, locked in, ready to go. You better watch your ankle down there, LeBlanc, man. They'll get you quick. Whoa, crisscross, no crash as they head out of the gate right there. Moving over quick, saw the 3-foot line and moved over for the outside run as they come down the first straightaway. Lake and Swanson trying to hold on for a top spot right there. Got the assist going on the 853. Daxter ramps it up, picks the feet up with a little look back right there, flexing on it a little bit. Swanson coming in for that 2 spot. There's little Natalie Poley coming in. She's going to cross the stripe, and the 895 by Hayes Shaw will come back through. That's what it's all about. They all got their coaches right there on their sides, ready to go. Take them back. Sometimes the coaches are more tired than the racers. That's the way it goes with the Little Tykes, the running bikes. Looks like the cruisers are getting locked in right now, ready to get down for their first go-around. Get them back down there for round number 3. Get over to the snack bar. They got all kinds of good food cooking over at the snack bar tonight, so make sure you get on over there, check it out, see what they got. Cold drinks, hot food, good stuff. All the rest of you riders out there, grab your bikes, grab your gear, and head back to staging as we are on the third go-around of the Little Tykes, the running bikes, the Rebel Runners, Diaper Dashers, Cookie Snatchers, whatever we like to call them. This is where it all starts with USA BMX. So get locked in for that one last run of the night. Wrapping it up. Here we go. Third round of the little guys coming down the line. Going to go Morales, Graham, Lamoury. Going to get things kicked off one more time. Brindley coming back down to it. Up over that last double towards the finish line. Little peek over the shoulder right there. Feet up as we're coming on through and just run it all the way back down to the end. And get onto the freezy zone down there as they come back through. Going to go with the 900 bike. Everett Graham will pick up the 2. Rounding it out. Cohen Lamoury coming in for that 3 spot. It's all smiles as they come down the last straightaway. Oh, Rebel Runner, he's going back for another hot lap. Coach is like, come on, man, you got to get back over there. Get the freezy going on. Make some noise for the Little Tykes one more time. Shaw, Swanson, Finley, Poley going to come back through. Going on that third go-around. Running hot, the 853 bike. Daxter, Finley going to get that third ace of the night. Lock it in, 3 for 3. Going to keep it going on. Lake and Swanson. Swanson coming back through for the 2. Stalling out a little bit before the finish line right there. Weebles wobble back to the stripe. Poley going to get the 3. She might have got the 2. I don't think Lakin crossed before as you come back down to it. And that's the way it's going to go right there. That's it for the Little Tykes, the running bikes. Shaw opted out for that last go-around. LeBlanc didn't get the ankles clipped on that one, so he says, I'm good to go. I'm going to race it tonight. I see the cruisers loading in the gate right now, so our corner guards are going out. Going on, Red River BMX, Red River National, Hugo's Raceway, getting ready to kick it off. Here we go. 9-year-old cruisers in the gate right now. Nice pop out of the gate right now. Burke going to get things kicked off and run this one down that first straightaway. Lorenz and Karina going to get things going into that first turn. In and out of turn number 1, down the second straightaway. Still got the horsepower out front, running that top spot. A national number 50 bike, a Burke driving in and out of that second turn, down the 3 straightaway. Keeping things locked in, that long 3 straightaway out here, Red River BMX. Man, you definitely going to have your A game on. Nice, smooth running, hitting the marks right now. It's all Burke out front. Got this one wrapped up going into that last couple of turns, coming back through. Got the low side run coming back down the line, last straightaway. Going to wrap it up at that top spot. Going to go Lorenz looking for the 2. Karina on the 3 as they drive it back down the last straightaway. It looks like that's the way it'll come back through. Moto number 9, 9-year-old cruisers. We'll get this one going on. 17 to 20 cruisers. Weigel, Burke, Kurtz headed downtown. Old guy got stuffed in with the young guns, the 90s. Says, that's all right. I'm going to get my laps in, get things dialed in on that top spot. Your 5 bike coming down the second straightaway. It's going to be Burke out front. The locals getting things going on, working that 2-spot. Camden, Weigel pick up that 2 as he heads in now the second turn, third straightaway. Kurt's picking it up for the 3. He's going to test out that long 3 straightaway, get things dialed in, ready for the weekend as they head for home. It's all Burke on the top spot. Having a chat with the third corner guard as we come back through. Looks like Camden, Weigel on that 2 spot, and bring this one back down the last straightaway. Going to go Kurtz. Kurtz will get the 3, and that's the way it goes. 5 and under novice, little tykes, little bikes, 5-year-olds, 4-year-olds ready to go. Vegan, Bakowicz, Kopp, and Olson. Baby Boss looking for a whole shot run this time. She's taking it downtown, looking for an early first round transfer. Oh, man, she's been putting her Olivia Armstrong training together right now. She heads for it in and out of the first turn, down the second straightaway. Bakowicz getting things going on. Vegan, Kopp, Olson working it out of the first turn, second straight. They'll find a little bit of a headwind right now, keeping things going on. Trying to lock down that top spot. 23 bike will head in and out of turn number 2. Who's got the horsepower to keep it strong? Baby Boss, so she is way out front right now. She's going down through that third straightaway. Trying to lock this one in on a Wednesday night, getting herself set up for the big weekend coming up as they keep things going on down the third straightaway. Moto 5 is on the track as they head for home. Little Tykes running bikes, getting it done. Vegan, Kopp, Olson working it out. But it's all Bakowicz on the top spot coming down the last straightaway. She'll get this one wrapped up right now. Charging hard, fighting a little bit more of a headwind. Going to try to tuck it in all the way down the last straightaway. She'll bring this one back through. Baby Boss on the front line. She'll bring it back for that first round transfer. And she'll drive it back to the stripe right there. Out of moto number 5. 6 is your moto on deck. Jones, Vegan, Munner, Copps, Lorenz, Twitten. There we go. Pretty good shot right out of the middle. Going to kick things off and head down that first straightaway. Munner going to get it going on with this one. Looks like Jones looking for a 2 spot as we head into that first turn. Everybody shifting gears right now. Going to try to put that swoop on out of that first turn down that second straightaway. Who's got the horsepower? Who's got the drive on this one? Down the 2 straightaway, 15 bike. Going to ramp things up. Or at the 155, Fletcher Kopp. Kopp working this one out as he heads into that second turn and driving back around down that third straightaway. Still taking 2 to a main event. 6-year-old novice riders keeping things on lock right now, way out front, running the show as we come down the third straightaway. Let's see who's got the horsepower, who's got the drive for it out of that last couple of turns over that short 4 straight. Coming back through, last straightaway, everybody dive bombing on the way back around, locking it up for the top spots as they come back down the last straight. Who's got the horsepower to get this one wrapped up as they come back through? Got to be the 153 bike. Vegan on the top spot, back to the line. We're going to go with the 22. Lorenz will pick up the deuce as we come back at us. Out of moto number 6. 7 is your moto. 9-year-old novice riders. Got a little total points race going on with this one. Hag Twetton going to go Farmer looking for some top spots. They head into that first turn. Going to start ramping things up out of the. Going to get a nice high run off that first turn. A little peek over the shoulder down the second straightaway, the 150 bike. Got to be Levi on the front line run coming into that second turn. Going to try to get things kicked off going into turn number 2. Farmer working the 2 spot in and out of the second turn. Third straightaway. Twetton making it happen right now as they come down that 3 straightaway. Everybody hitting the marks nice and smooth, stretching it out. Little single file drive on the way back around. Last turn coming back home. Let's see what happens on the way back down to it. Let's see what's got the lock on this one. It's all Levi way out front. Coming out of that last turn, back down the line, last straightaway. That's the way it's going to come back through. Got to ramp this one up. Looking for that 882 bike on the 2 spot. Back to the stripe we go. Going to go Farmer. Farmer will pick it up for the 2 to the line. Matthew will get that 3, and that's the way it goes. Back at us out of moto 7. 26 to 35 novice riders. Let's see what goes on. Morales, Leany, Redmond, Lorenz headed down that first straightaway. Tight group going on with this one. Dive bomber in and out of the first turn. Got him on the low ride. Let's see what goes on down the second straightaway. Going fast right now. Everybody trying to make the pass as they shift gears and head into turn number 2. It's anybody's game on this one. One rider moving on. 26-35 novice. Don't forget, you guys got to work tomorrow. All that kind of stuff as they come down the third straightaway. Everybody charging hard right now for it. Into the last turn. Let's see who comes up on a top spot. Lorenz, Redmond, Leany, Morales driving it back home. Last straightaway, airing it out a little bit along the way. Oh, here comes the drive back through. Little bobble right there. Can he hold on for it? Back to the line. That's the way it's going to go. The 953 bike. Redmond gets it done on the top spot. Coming out of Fargo, making the trip up. Big snaps out of the gate. LeBlanc Schmidt buying a Braun headed down that first straightaway. Oh, a little peek over the shoulder right, man. Don't be looking back now, man. Keeping things going on out of the first turn, down the second straightaway. It's Braun on the top spot, coming down that 2 straight. Still peeking over the shoulder, going into that second turn. Liam going to try to catch him, looking as he's coming back around. In and out, we're going to go down the 3 straightaway. Everybody's on the move for this one. Schmidt and LeBlanc trying to crank things up down the line into that last turn. Let's see who's got the charge on it. Way out front, though, still bringing this one into that last straightaway. 83 bike, Remington Braun. Braun on the top spot, run of the show, but he's got everybody chasing him down out of the last turn. Let's see who's got the horsepower to keep it strong all the way back. Down that last straightaway, Remington going to get things wrapped up on that one on the 83 bike all the way back to the line. Adam Moto, number 9, 7-year-old intermediates. 9 intermediates on deck, ready to go. Munner got a pretty good shot with this one. Little Black Widow trying to get creeping down that first straightaway. Big shot on the inside, though, or on the outside as we go. Walker, Karina out of the first turn down the second straightaway. Checking out on this one on the top spot as they drive this one into that second turn. Oh, here comes Munner looking for that 2 spot, trying to drive it back around. Let's see what she's got down the third straightaway. Redmond trying to hold on to a 2, looking for those low points. It's all Walker out front. Running the show right now as he heads down that third straightaway, bringing him into that last turn. Everybody's on the charge for home, trying to find a way, looking for a low point, but still, it's all the top spot, keeping things wrapped up right now. Karina on the front line run, coming down the last straightaway, get this one rolling on back to us. Going to go Redmond for the 2, Munner for the 3. That's the way it'll go back through Moto number 10. 11's your Moto headed out of the gate. Braun, Bakowicz, and Weigel. Little battle going on down the first straightaway. The local riders, taking it upstairs on the inside downtown. Braun going to get things kicked off out of that first turn down the second straight. He's got this one locked in, coming back in and out of the second turn. Weigel to ramp it up around the 2 straightaway, in and out. You see who's got that third straight dialed in, who's got the secret line, who's hitting the marks right now, locking this one up on that top spot still. Gannon coming down that 3 straightaway, trying to keep things on the front line run, looking for that first ace, but going into that last turn. Here comes Camden making a hard charge around the outside. Can he make the move and make it run down the last straightaway side by side? Here they come. Anybody's game all the way back down to it. Oh, he's going to sit it down. He's going to shut her down right there. Weigel gets the top spot back to the striper, and it goes 79 by Gannon. And Bakowicz going to get that 3 as they come back down to us. Out of Moto 11, 12's your Moto. Schmidt, Kurtz, Lorenz headed down to that first turn. Inside line, got a pretty good drive on this one. Corbin on the front line run out of that first turn down the second straightaway. Trying to keep things moving on as they head into that second turn. He's going to ramp this one up a little bit and get that long 3 straightaway dialed in for the weekend as he comes down that 3 straight. Schmidt, Kurtz working it out as they head for home down the line. 3 straight action, keeping things going on. Going to be Colton Kurtz. Kurtz going to try to hit the nitrous and the afterburners through that short 4 straightaway into that last turn. He goes, going to try to get a little bit of a high run off it. Coming back down to us. Lorenz on the top spot running the show. Still coming down the last straightaway. And looks like that's the way it'll go as they come back through that first go around. Got the 60 bike. Kurtz will pick up the 2. Back to the line. We'll go Schmidt for the 3. Big charge out of the gate, moving over quick. Trying to close that door up and beat him into that first turn. Slams the door as they go into turn number 1. Morales, Berg, Biaggi getting things kicked off with this one out of the first turn, second straightaway. Oh, yeah, people are starting to show up, trying to get it dialed in. Biaggi knows how to get it done. He's going to ramp it up in and out of that second turn. Third straightaway, Morales and Burke working it out. See what he's got going down the 3 straightaway. He's got a little bit of that high altitude training going on as they come back through. Biaggi getting it done out of Colorado, National Age Group number 19 bike. Still got a little heat coming to him out of that last turn. They'll drive it back down the last straightaway. Oh, good racing going on with these guys. They head back through. Last straight, Burke trying to hold on, looking for a top spot. Burke will get it. Burke, Biaggi, Morales go 1, 2, 3. Out of Moto 13, 14 Shimano, Wolf, Shazano, Ramachkowski out of the first turn, second straightaway. Black Widow on the top spot. Shazano going to get things kicked off and run down the 2 straightaway. Looking for a 53 bike. Carver Braun. Braun picks it up on that 2 spot, hit it out of that second turn. Third straight, Shazano keeping things smoothed out on the front line run, just taking it easy, having a little bit of fun run on a Wednesday night as he heads down through that third, fourth turn. In and out we go. He says, all right, I'll give somebody the free pass if they want it. He's going to slow it down just a little bit, see who wants it more. They're kind of just, everybody's just on the chill move right now. We're going to wait it out. Skirt. Aiden will take the top spot. That's the way to go. Reeder, Burke, Conley. Downtown. Reeder going to kick things off. Factory Redmond in the house. He get things moving on out of the first turn down the second straightaway. Burke, Conley, 16X. On track as we head into turn number 2 with the 11 bike of Burke on that 2 spot. Conley going to ramp it up a little bit on him down the 3 straightaway. Reeder checking out on this one. I think he's liking this place already as he just got here today as he's coming back through in and out of the last rate, backed at us. We'll kick things off and run it all back to the line. It's all D. Reeder back to the stripe. That's the way to go. Back through. How about Burke for the 2? Conley on the 3. Let's see who kicks this one off. 21-25. This ought to be a good one. Downtown, LeBlanc, Moreland, Alan Sonoran, Blake Schmidt, Kurtz out of the first turn down the second straightaway. The Flying Hawaiian going to get things kicked off. The Spartan into turn number 2. Alan Sonoran in and out of the second turn down the 3 straight. He's got everybody chasing him down. Moreland looking for that 2 spot. LeBlanc on the move right now going into that third straightaway. He's got the inside line. Can he make a move on him into that last turn? Oh, he slips back on that 3 spot. They're still side by side. Got it, double A out front. He's going to run this one back to the line. And your 15 bike will stretch it out right there as we come back through. How about Kurtz? We'll bring it back to the stripe. That's the way to go. Adamoto 16 takes a little bit of a break, and we'll get on round number 2. Get over to the snack bar, get yourself something to eat. What do we got cooking over there tonight? Oh, wok and taco over there. Yeah, get that. You don't want to miss out. They got some good stuff. I think they had the pretzel last time, and they got all kinds of good stuff on the menu, and then they'll have a bigger elevated menu for the weekend. They'll have all kinds of good stuff for you guys, so take a minute. We'll get on with second round. hyped up. I won't push it too hard. We'll get hyped up all weekend long. Don't worry, you guys got plenty of time to save up those voices for a little bit longer. Because it's going to be a good weekend out here. 9 cruisers locked and loaded. Second go around. Walker, Corbin, Graham ready to get after it. Let's see what happens. Round 2, big snap on the outside. Going to kick things off and run it down that first straightaway. More cruiser action going on in the second round as we head out of the first turn down the second straightaway. Kicking things off. Burke on the top spot running this one. Corbin, Lorenz on that 2. Going to drive this one into the second turn. Fighting a little bit of a headwind right now as they head forward in and out of that second turn, third straightaway. Weather's looking to be beautiful out here for the weekend as well as we head into the national weekend for the Red River National. As we come out of that last couple of turns right there, heading back to us. Little peek over the shoulder right there from Burke. Checking on the rest of the competition as he comes back down that last straightaway. He'll get this one going on that national number 50 bike. Coming back to the line, he'll lock that one up on the top spot. Going to go Corbin. Lorenz on the 2. Walker Corina on the 3 spot. And they'll bring it back to the line out of Moto 3. Forger Moto headed down the first straightaway. 17-20 cruisers on course. Weigel, Burke, Kurtz headed into turn number 1. Who's got the horsepower on this one? The drive out at the first turn, down the second straightaway. 5 bike out front, running the show. Got to be Ryland Burke on the top spot. He'll get things kicked off in and out of that second turn. They'll fight a little bit of a headwind right now as they head in and out of turn number 2. Weigel picks up that 2. Kurtz on the 3 spot. 46 years young out there. Kurtz running with the young guns today as he comes down the third straightaway. It'll just make you faster coming back around. In and out of that last turn we go. Burke on the top spot, and he'll run this one back through. You going to air it out for us, Burke? What do you got, man? Throw me some style, dog. Don't be just coasting down the last straightaway, man. You got to give me something. Back to, he's like, oh, shoot, man, I wasn't ready for it. Camden on the 2 spot. He'll bring it back around. Weigel. Kurtz on the 3. He'll come back to the line. That's the way to go for that one right there. 500 novice. Little Grommy's going to head down that first straightaway. Olsen caught. Vegan going to fire it off. Let's see what goes on with this one down that first straightaway. Got to be Freya on the inside. Oh, we lost one right there. Oh, almost hooked up with a trailer out of the first turn down the second straight. We'll get her checked out. Vegan going down in turn number 1. She's going to get right back up, though. We'll give her some love. Thea Kopp and Olsen going to work it out down that side. Oh, we lost them on the second straightaway. All right, Freya, you can still get back up. You still get in the game, girlie. Lost 2. She's getting back up. She's going to try to saddle back up. We'll see what goes on. Got to be Emmett Olsen looking for that top spot right now. Here we go. Vegan still thinking about it. She's going to try to saddle back up. Still checking on her second straight rider. We'll see what goes on with this one. It's anybody's game right now. It's tough sometimes with the little tykes and little bikes. The 5 and under Freya's like, she's like, I'm heading back. I'm going to save it up for the weekend. Mom says you can't do it. No ride home, Freya. She's like, what are you talking about? She's going to come up here and push me off the deck. All right, our other little guy back up, though. Emmett Olsen's back up over there. Vegan going to come back through it. She's not happy about it. She didn't have her gloves on. She scraped her knuckles. That's what happened. Or her bike's broken. You know how the girls go. Her bike's broken. She can't make it happen. Kopp going to come back through, go one-hander on the way down the last straightaway. Give her some love as she comes back through. You'll still get the ride home. Nothing a little freezy or some ice cream won't help. Jones, Munner, Kopp, Twetton, locked, loaded, ready to go. All right, here we go. Get things kicked off on this one. Three riders going to go. 6-year-old novice riders. Well, coming down that last straightaway. Still got that one locked in. Emmett Olsen coming back to the line. He'll gas it up a little bit, and that's the way he'll finish it up and move on to the transfer into that 5 and under main event as they head forward out of the first turn down the second straightaway. Who's got the lock on this one going into turn number 2? Going to be the 155 bike, Fletcher Kopp. Kopp going to run this one in and out of the first turn down the second straightaway. Looking for the 2, going to be the 169 bike. And got to be Munter picking it up on that 2 spot as they head down the 3 straightaway. Got to be Jones on the 3. Jones trying to lock this one up, coming down the 3rd straightaway. Luke is trying to ramp things up a little bit. Down the 3 straightaway, trying to get a little extra backside, get that backside wind going into that 3rd and 4th turn. Going through the short shoot straightaway on the way back home. Last straight coming back down the line. Looks like we still got that lock on the top spot. Fletcher going to keep things moving on down that last straightaway. Getting a little loose on the way back through. Munner picks it up for the 2 as they head for home. Back to the stripe, looking for the 26 putt. Going to be Nora Jones. Jones will pick it up for the 3. Nice run for Lucas right there as he comes on back to us and gets it done. Out of Moto 6. 7's your moto now. Farmer, Hag, Twetton headed down that first straightaway. Levi on the top spot. Ramps it way up out of that first turn down the second straightaway. Hitting the marks nice and smooth right now. Getting a little backside, some extra pedals in between the obstacles. Driving this one into that second turn. Locking it down right now. Looking for that 2 spot. Farmer picks up on the 2. Runs down through that third straightaway. Gassing it up on that 3 spot. Got to be Matthew. Matthew going to head for home down the 3 straight into that last turn. Dive bombing on the way back around. Levi running the lines. Keeping it nice and smooth. Getting ready for the weekend. Getting it all dialed in. This is all right, all you out-of-towners. Bring it to me. Bring me the heat as he comes on back through. Levi gets it done on the top spot. He's coming back down the line. Last straightaway. That's the way it'll go right there. And locks in that second ace of the night. Low Point wins the main event with Total Point Racing going back through. Farmer on the 2. Matthew on the 3. Lorenz, Leany, Morales. Whoa, get a little loose downtown. 26-35 Navi. So he rides the flat top going out of the first turn down the second straightaway. You still got to work tomorrow, bro. Don't forget that. Going into turn number 2, we'll see what goes on with these guys. They head down to that second turn, third straightaway. He's on the gas, going fast. Here we go, hitting the marks right now. Whoa, getting a little loose back there, but he hangs on to it again as he comes back through. He's on the white knuckle death ride going out of that last turn, last straightaway, ramping things up, airing it out. You might get caught on the sandbagger radar system with moves like that, bro. Coming back to the line. We'll get it going on 156 bike. Morales will get it done. Bring this one back through. Going to be the 855. Aaron Leany going to get the 2, and that's the way it goes. Out of moto number 8, 9's your moto. LeBlanc Schmidt. Bina headed down that first straightaway. Let's see what goes into this one. Into turn number 1. Everybody's charging for home out of the first turn down the second straightaway. Got room for 2 to go on. What you see is what you'll get as they head down that second straight. Looking for the top spot in the 101. Liam running hard right there. Going in that second turn with the 52 bike. Paxton ramps it up a little bit. Into turn number 2 down the third straightaway. And LeBlanc going to kick things off, though. Try to hit the marks. Try to find the secret line going down the third straight. Bring this one into that last turn. Everybody's heading for home right now as they come back through. 7-year-old intermediates. 9 is the moto, charging for it out of the last turn. Still got that top spot locked in with Liam on the front line run. Easy coming back through. Paxton Schmidt will pick up the 2. Bryson trying to kick it up down the last straightaway, and that's the way it goes as they come back to the line out of moto number 9. 10's your moto now. 9-year-old intermediates. Big shot out of the gate right now, moving over quick on this one down that first straightaway. Let's see what goes on. Walker trying to get that whole shot locked in at turn number 1. Going to be Munner picking it up on the 2. Redmond on that 3 spot now out of the first turn, second straightaway. Redmond going to try to ramp things back up. Munner trying to get things tied up for this one. Total Points Racing, we'll see what happens as they head in and out of that second turn, third straight. Everybody's charging hard right now. Redmond's on the move. Odin trying to kick things into high gear down that third straight. Makes a nice little move. Hits a couple of backside smooth. Ramps things up in and out of that short shoot last turn. Coming back through. This is the way it's coming back down to it. Walker on the top spot. Running the show. Carinta coming back down the last straightaway. That's the way we'll get this one locked in. Going back to the stripe. We're going to go Odin. Redmond. Redmond will pick up the 2. Munner for the 3. That's the way we drive it out of moto number 10. 11's your moto down the first straightaway. Got a pretty good shot out again. And Braun going to kick this one off. Get a nice little hole shot out of the first turn down the second straightaway. Trying to keep things charged up right now. Weigel on that 2 spot. We might get things tied up for this second round as they come back through. Balkwich. He's going to get on the gas a little bit down the 3 straightaway, trying to hit some backside. Camden's on the charge for it down the 3rd straightaway. Weigel trying to put something together in that last turn. Let's see what goes on. Gannon trying to hold on to that top spot, trying to keep the points low. Drives it through the last turn. Everybody takes a sweet line on the way back down the line. Last straightaway. Camden's on the move, charging for it. Back to the stripe. Let's see what goes. Looks like they're going to get tied up for this main event as they got 3 points apiece. As they come back through with the total points, going to be a good one set up for that main event with those guys out of moto number 11. Schmidt, Kurtz, Lorenz headed down in the 1st straightaway. Out of turn number 1, little peek over the shoulder right there from the lead rider. Looking for that top spot as he heads into turn number 2. Going to be that 31, Corbin Lorenz heading in and out of that second turn, 3rd straightaway. Kurtz trying to ramp things up. Let's see if he can get a little piece of him, get a little shot going down that 3 straightaway, trying to ramp things up. He's gaining a little ground right now as he heading to that last turn, airs it out a little bit, gets the backside, gets right back on the gas into that last short shoot, last turn, coming back through, little peek over the shoulder. He takes a high run off it, coming back the line, last straightaway, and Lorenz still working that top spot, coming back through, looking for the 2, going to be a 60 bike. Airing it out, going to go Kurtz for the 2, Schmidt for the 3. This is a good battle going to go on with these guys. I can feel it all weekend long as they head down that first straightaway. Who's got the horsepower on this one? Biaggi got a pretty good shot, takes a nice hole shot downtown. Burke knows the local lines. Let's see what he's got going to try to set him up going into that second turn. Morales going to try to thread the needle right there as they head into that second turn, 3rd straightaway. Biaggi, Burke going to get a little side-by-side running on. Biaggi trying to keep that door closed going into that last turn. Let's see if he cuts it closed right there. Drives on in. Burke on the low side. Let's see what happens as they head for home. Burke finds the secret line down low as they go side by side as they head over the tabletop down the last straightaway. That's the way it's going to come back through. Burke will get that ace locked in. Biaggi on the 2. He says, I'm trying to learn the lines here, man, on my first night in town. Coming back to the stripe. Morales will get the 3. Big snaps out of the gate right now, 14X, Wolf, Braun. Wischkowski headed down the first straight. Looking for a top spot. We'll see who's going to get things kicked off out of the first turn. Down that second straightaway, got a 53 bike out front. Carver Braun on the front line run as he heads in and out of that second turn, down the 3rd straight. Savannah working that 2 spot. Wolf trying to ramp it up as they come down through the 3rd straightaway. Everybody's charging for home, taking 2 straight to a main event. 14 Samoto on track as they come out of that last couple of turns. Still got the lock out front. Carver carves it out of the last turn on the way back through. Looks like that's the way to go right there as they come back down to it. Looking for that 2 spot. How about your 2 bike, Audrey Wolf? Wolf will pick up the 2, and that's the way we bring it back. Out of Moto 14, 15's your Moto. More total points racing going on. Nice little drag race going down in that first straightaway. Long hair, don't care. Got to be Reeder on the top spot as he fires things off out of the first turn down that second straightaway, looking for that 2 spot. How about Conley? Burke working this one out in and out of turn number 2. Conley going to try and show him a wheel in that second turn. Couldn't quite seal the deal yet as they head down the 3 straightaway. Reeder checking out on the pack right now. I think he's liking it out here at Red River as he heads forward. In and out of that last turn he goes. Last straightaway coming back through. D. Reeder on the top spot. Factory Redmond bikes coming back to the line. He'll get it done. Go Burke for the 2. Conley for your 3. Should be some good action with some of those guys all weekend long. 21 to 25 experts out of the first turn. LeBlanc going to kick things off with these guys. Looking for it. It's all up for grabs. Taking 3. The double nickel on the 2 spot. Driving back through in and out of that second turn. Got to be Blake and the 119 bike. Moreland ramps it up on that 3 spot. He's got company coming, though. Schmidt trying to roll it into that last turn. Let's see what he's got. Trying to put that sneak attack on him into the last straightaway. Takes a couple extra cranks into the last turn. Bringing this one back through. It's all LeBlanc on the top spot. Running the show, 16 Samoto. Last straight action coming back home. Going to go Blake for that 2. It's up for grabs on that 3 spot. Back to the line. 872 as Schmidt will roll on in and get it done right there as they come back home out of Moto 16. We'll take a little break and get on with main events. Experts and the girls, you guys can get up and ride the track. We'll have open The outside right now, so we'll just wait till our first turn corner, second turn corner guard gets in there. Get things kicked off. Little Wednesday night main events right out here. Hugo's Raceway, home of the Red River National. Getting ready to fire the weekend off. You guys about ready for main events? Come on, let's make some noise. Where are you guys at? Let's kick it up. Let's get it started. Little Wednesday night action, ready to go. Main event time. Locked, loaded, ready for a little bit of a get down. Here we go. 9-year-old cruisers on deck, ready to go. Carita, Lorenz, Burke, locked, loaded, ready for action. Round 3. All right, let's kick things off. Take it downtown. Looks like it's going to be Burke looking for a big shot down into turn number 1. He'll kick it off in this main event third round with the total points going on. 9-year-old cruisers on course as we head down that second straightaway. Lorenz, Karina working it out in and out of turn number 2 down the third straightaway. A little Wednesday night action going down, having some fun, getting the track dialed in for the big weekend. Red River National going on. Hugo's Raceway main events as we come down the 3 straightaway. Still got Graham Burke getting it wrapped up on that top spot. Your national number 50 bike, little peek over the shoulder right there as he comes back through. Lorenz on the 2 as we head for home down the last straightaway. Total points racing going on. Graham will take it home. 3 for 3. Got the aces, keeps it low for the dough. That's the way it goes. Lorenz and Karina going to go with the 2-3. Main motor number 4 downtown. Weigel, Burke, Kurtz headed down that first straightaway. Well, looks like they're having fun on this one. There's going to be a fun run going on with the boys. Burke on the top spot. Oh, they're letting you have a run for it. Kurtz coming down the second straightaway. Playing nice right now as they head for it in and out of turn number 2. Camden going to ramp it up a little bit, see if he can bring a little heat to Kurtz down the third straightaway. Let's see what he's got for him. Weigel going to get things kicked into high gear coming down that third straightaway. See if he can play a little catch-up coming down the 3 straight into that last turn. Burke on the top spot. He'll run it back through. Come on, don't be holding out now, Burke. Come on, hold. Take it upstairs. Bring us some heat. Something. Brop, back to the Hey, man, it's all good. Just having fun. That's what it's all about. Kurt's coming back for that 2 spot. He'll end up with the overall 3. Camden will get the overall 2, but here's the battle royale we've been waiting for all night long. The little tykes, little bikes, 5 and under novies. Downtown we're going to go. Got to be the baby boss out front. Balkowicz going to kick things off into high gear out of the first turn, second straightaway. Olsen and Kopp working it out at turn number 1. Down the 2 straightaway. She's got this one locked in right now as we're coming out of that first turn. Down the second straightaway. Fighting the wind a little bit. Man, she's put all kinds of training in this week leading up to it with Olivia Armstrong, and it's definitely paying off as she's gotten faster from last night to tonight. She's already going faster as we come down the 3 straightaway. Balkowicz getting it done. Baby Boss way out front right now. She owns the show coming down the 3 straightaway. Kopp and Olsen working it out for the 2-3. We'll see what goes on with these guys. Ramping things up. Olsen on the charge for it down the 3rd straight, hitting the backside, getting some marks locked in as they head forward to that last couple of turns. With the baby boss out front, she's running the show. Balkowicz coming down the last straightaway. She'll fire things off and bring it home for a little Wednesday night action. She'll take that top spot, get the ace back to the line. She'll go for it in the main event as she comes back through, and that's the way it comes back down to it. Olsen and Kopp working. Oh, lost one over the table. Weebles wobble. Sometimes they fall down with this one coming back through. Emmett trying to hold on to that 2 spot. Oh, a little stall out right there going back at us. Thea Kopp going to ramp it up again. Oh, here we go, back to the stripe. Let's see what goes on. Charging hard. Oh, stretches it out right there. Olsen for the 2, Kopp for the 3. Jones, Vegan, Munner, Kopp, Lorenz headed out of the first turn, second straightaway. See who's going to get things fired up with this one. Down the 3 straight we go. Lorenz looking for that top spot with Vegan getting it done. Jones, Munner, Kopp working it out. Let's see what goes down. The 3rd straightaway, single file. Out of turn 3, that little short shoot. Straight into turn number 4 as they head for it. Back at us. We'll see who's got the top spot locked down right now as they come back through. Last straightaway. Got this one wrapped up. Looking for it. Going to be Vegan looking for that top spot. Back to the line. That's the way it's going to go. Thor going to run it all the way back to the line. That's the way it comes back through. Looking for the 22. Lorenz will hit that 2 spot. The 169, 155. I'm a Munner. Kopp will get the 4, and that's the way it drives on back through. Jones on the 5 as they come back to the stripe, and that's the way it goes out of main moto 6. Main moto number 7, Farmer. Hag Twetton out of the first herd down the second straightaway. Levi on the front line run right now as he heads for it. Going to try to lock in that third ace of the night. As we head out of that second turn, third straightaway, 9-year-old novice riders, main moto number 7. Down the 3 straight we go. Farmer, Twetton working it out. Keeping things locked in, little single file as they come back through. Farmer still trying to ramp things up. Looks like it's all Levi, though, going to go for 3 with the aces in the 9-year-old novice class as he comes back down through that last straightaway. Kicking things into high gear on the way back home. Looks like that's going to be it for this one as they come back through. Got that 2 spot going on Blake Farmer. Farmer picks it up for the 2 as they head for it. Back down the line, last straightaway, and that's the way we bring it back home with Matthew on the 3 spot. This one's going to get a little sketchy out of the gate, man. They are going full throttle right now. You guys got to work early, man. Don't forget, Redmond, Lenny Morales. Whoa, here we go on to the first turn. 3 wide down the second straightaway, 26-35 novice. Oh, let's see what goes on with this one. Driving hard in and out of that second turn. Puts the swoop on him right there. Takes the high line down the third straightaway. Oh, here we go. Let's see who's got the juice to make it happen on a Wednesday night. Whoa, goes a little long into this last turn. Let's see if he hangs on to it. He holds on. He's still on the 2 spot. Driving back around now. Everybody's ramping it up. Whoa, we're drag racing down the last straightaway. Redmond leading, Morales coming back to the line. That's the way it's going to go. Some good racing with those boys right there. They're all gassed out, man. They hang on for the white knuckle death grip ride around Red River. Schmidt, Bina, Braun out of the first turn, second straightaway. Who's got the horsepower on this one to keep it going on? What you see is what you're going to get in this main event as they head into turn number 2. Remington Braun on the top spot, runs it out of turn number 2 down the third straightaway. Liam on the 2, cranking it up. Paxton's on the move right now in that third place. He's hitting some marks right now, trying to gain a little ground. He's gaining some every roller as he hits the backside down the third straight, airs it out into that last couple turns. Still got the lock on the top spot. Remington holding on to this one, but he knows he's got company coming. Liam charging for home, trying to get a piece of it down the last straightaway, and they'll get this one rolling all the way back to the stripe. Go Remington on the top spot, back to the line. Liam under the 2, Paxton for the 3. Out of main moto 9, main moto number 10, Munner, Redmond, Carita, Town, that first straightaway. Got the lock on it. Walker going to get things kicked off one more time in this third go-around as they head down that second straight. Odin, Redmond on the 2 spot. He's going to try to get a low point going on, bring this one back through, but Clarissa, she's on the charge for it in and out of the second turn, third straightaway. See if she can bring a little heat, a little juice to these guys. He come down that 3 straight. They bring it back around. Walker still on the top spot, though, running the show. Heads into that last turn. We lose him for just a second as they head behind turn number 1 on that last straightaway. Coming back home, he's going to go 3 for 3. Carita coming back down to it. Last straightaway, all the way back home. Going to go Redmond for the 2. Munner for that 3. All right, tied up for the main event. Oh, coming out like a cannon down the first straightaway again and got the top spot. He'll get things going on into turn number 1. He's tied up with Camden Weigel, Braun. 1-2 out of the first turn, second straight action going on. Balkowicz on that 3 spot. He's going to bring a little heat to these guys in turn number 2. Going to try to dive bomb them, show them a wheel, try to seal a deal on the way back through. Trying to grab some gas and make the pass down the line last through that third straightaway. Let's see what goes on in that last turn, though, coming back to us. Got to be Gannon Braun on the top spot. He's going to kick things off one more time. Kicks it into high gear. Making a move right now. Camden going to shut her down right there. He says, all right, I'll save it up for the weekend as we come back down the last straightaway. Lock this one up out front. Braun on the top spot to get it done right there as they come back through. 27. Balkowicz going to get the 2. Weigel for the 3. They'll switch places for that 2 and 3 with the overall points as they come back to the stripe. Schmidt, Kurtz, Lorenz out of the first turn. Second straightaway coming down. Getting things kicked in at turn number 2. We'll drive this one in and out of that second turn. Third straightaway. Everybody charging for home down that 3 straight. Man, the long 3 straightaway out here at Red River. That's definitely going to separate the big dogs as we kick it into high gear for this weekend as we come up with the National coming into town as we get things ramped up going in and out of that last straightaway. One more time as they come back down to it. Corbin, Lorenz on the top spot. Main motor number 12 running the show back to us. Looks like Kurt's going to get that 2. And Schmidt on the 3 as they drive it for home. That's the way it goes. Morales, Burke, Biaggi got a pretty good shot down that first straightaway. Burke going to try to get on that inside line. Biaggi going to close the door up on everybody out of turn number 1 down the second straightaway. Burke on the 2 spot. He's got the aces locked in. Biaggi bringing a little heat. First night in town. Coming in and out of that second turn down the third straightaway. These guys will be battling it up all weekend long as they come down that third straight. Burke, Biaggi getting it done 1-2 as they come down the 3 straightaway. Morales on the 3 spot. Dive bombing into that last turn. Biaggi still trying to keep that door locked up tight, but Burke knows the secret lines around the home course as we come back through, and that's the way it's going to go. Biaggi will check out on this one down that last straightaway. They'll switch spots as they come back to the stripe with the total point race going on. Out of main moto 13, 14 Shimoto, Shizano, Braun, Wolf headed down that first straightaway, 14X. One of the ladies in the group right now, she'll bring some heat to these guys, that's for sure. She comes out of that first turn, second straightaway, airing it out way up top. Shizano on the front line run. He's going to get things kicked into high gear down the third straightaway. Definitely knows how to get it done around the local course as he heads for home down that 3 straight into that last turn. Braun picking it up on the 2. Wolf on the 3. She says, all right, I'll take it easy on you guys on the Wednesday night run as we come back for fun, back to the stripe. It'll be Shizano on the top spot. He'll bring this one back through. That's the way to go. Braun on the 2. All right, 16X headed down the first straightaway. Reeder got the pop and the drop on these guys down that first straight. He's going to kick things off again. Burke and Conley going to work it out. Out of the first turn, second straightaway. Factory Redmond headed into turn number 2. Down the 3 straight they go. It's all Reeder on the top spot. Long hair, don't care. Whoa, sends it big up over the camel down the 3rd straightaway. He's getting this place dialed in, man. He's ready for the weekend. He is going for the big shot as he heads back home. Last straightaway. Yeah, this place is no joke, man. About 1,300 plus feet, so it's a long track. He'll get it done. It'll definitely test your skills all the way through. Burke and Conley will come back at us, and that's the way to go. Double A going to take it downtown. Allison Orr going to kick things off on the first turn, second straightaway. LeBlanc, Blake, Schmidt, Kurtz out of turn number 1, down the 2 straightaway. The Flying Hawaiian going to kick it into high gear out of that second turn, 3rd straight, takes it upstairs, keeps it nice and smooth. I thought he was going to go for full send over the camera. His boy Reeder did it. I figured he'd step it up the game a little bit. We'll see what goes on through the weekend. I'll bring him a little heat, though. LeBlanc going to get it kicked into high gear down the last straightaway. He got the pull on him, LeBlanc, and make it happen back to the line. Double A going to bring it back to the stripe. We'll go back through. Looks like that's the way they'll bring these guys back home. The double nickel. How about Blake will pick it up for the 3 and the 872. Nick Schmidt for the 4. All right, they're going to have the track. After practice, man, you know how it goes around here. They get a little practice in. The locals got to have that home turf advantage, man. You know how they run. Once again, another big shout out to all the folks out here at Red River. BMX, man, I tell you what, this place is outstanding, and we are looking forward to the big weekend out here. The Red River National coming up quick. Hugo's Raceway. If you guys are listening or watching online, you better just start making your way out here right about now. There's still camping spots left if you need one. They'll get you hooked up, man. Hotels, they're right down the street. Everything's right here at the tip of your fingers. So get in the game, and we'll see you right here in North Dakota this weekend.